Today I'm going to demonstrate a 2-week fabric wrap maintenance. We're just going to pretend that this nail has grown out for 2 weeks. We have a little bit of new growth back here, and we're going to show you what we would do for a 2-week fabric wrap maintenance. So first and foremost, you're going to use your non-acetone polish remover because now we have a wrap on. So we want to make sure that we protect the gel resin and the wrap, and pure acetone will dissolve it. So we'll make sure you use your non-acetone to remove any polish when your client comes back. And we're going to clean the natural nail, which we can with either our non-acetone, or we also have alcohol. We can use alcohol to clean the natural nail. So once again, when we get ready for an enhancement or any type of maintenance, we're going to push back the eponychium and expose any new growth. And we're going to remove any cuticle tissue off the nail plate. This is first and foremost every time. So remove any cuticle tissue. Now we're going to take a 180 or higher because we're still working on our wrap. So we're going to take our 180 side and we're going to lightly buff over the new growth area. Blend down any of the back part that's grown out. If the client had any lifting at this point, anything that's removed, then we can just file that away as well. We'll get rid of any of those pieces that's come loose. But this client has done really well. She has no lifting, so we're just going to file down that back area, use our plastic manicure brush and remove our dust. So now we're going to use our nail dehydrator because we have now removed our shine and removed any cuticle skin, anything from that new growth area, just at the new growth area. So now, once we got our dehydrator on, this is where we're going to apply our wrap resin to the new growth only. So for a 2-week maintenance, you only need the wrap resin back where the new growth is, just to build up the part that's grown out. So we're going to do our spray, let that sit a moment and let that dry. Once we feel like that's dry enough, we're going to go in with our wrap resin. Now, starting at the top, we're going to run all the way down again. It's been 2 weeks. They've been wearing them. We want to make sure that everything is sealed back in. The edges, the center, the free edge, everything. Because this is fabric with gel resin. So it can be, it can get tethered and torn over a couple of weeks. So just we want to make sure that we get it all sealed back in. So once it's all sealed back in from cuticle to free edge, we do our spray and we're going to let that sit and dry. Okay. So once that's dry, we'll give that a second. So now we've pretty much filled in the new growth area that was grown out. So we won't be able to tell that they need their nails done anymore. So now that we've got our glue, our resin is dry, we're going to reshape, get everything back the way we liked it. Because sometimes after a couple of weeks, they've, changed the shape a little bit. And then we can lightly buff over it with that 240 or higher, because it is still the wrap. We want to make sure just hit any spots that feel bumpy or lumpy from where you filled it in with more product. Sometimes there shouldn't be. If we've applied it right the first time, it grows out very nicely. Just hit any of those high spots. And now we'll go back over it with our buffer. I'm holding little Susie's finger on here because she likes to fly off sometimes. All right, so now we can dust off our brush with a manicure, or dust off our finger with a manicure brush. We can either apply our polish if client wants polish, or clear, or whatever they want. If they just want them left like this, And you can always put your little cuticle oil on, rub in your cuticle oil, because we've dehydrated the natural nail and we need to rehydrate the skin surrounding it. So this is going to be our 2-week wrap maintenance. We just apply our wrap resin at the new growth and blend it out.